Okay, now we are arriving at our final destination, which is the United States. Now, in the United States, I picked George Gershwin's music for you because we can't skip music history in the United States without mentioning George Gershwin. Now, I picked the United States is because I came to the United States when I was 18, and I have lived in different places, but 4 major places have influenced me a lot, which is Cleveland, Ohio. That's my first city in the United States, where when I was in high school, I was invited to perform and get into a summer camp in Cleveland. So at that time, I thought Cleveland was United States. All the United States looked like this. And then there's Tri-City, Tennessee. Then there's Rochester, New York, which is very cold. And now it's Los Angeles, California, Pasadena to be specific. That's where I live now for the past 9 to 10 years. And I would say each place is very, very different. Very, very different. When I was in Tennessee, I had a hard time understanding all of my friends. And and also I'm not a native English speaker, so it was extra hard for me. And my friend would teach me dialogues from local people. For example, I still remember they said, "Oh, you don't say trash, you say trash." Trash. And it was just so funny. I loved all the experiences I have, because otherwise I wouldn't know that the United States is not, Cleveland or New York City or Detroit. It's so different. Every place is so different. And I think that's what makes this country so, culturally rich and so diverse and so different from all different places. And for the songs that I picked in this chapter, I picked Gershwin's Art Song and piano transcription by Earl Wild, an American pianist and composer. So George Gershwin is a composer who's known for his jazz music, but it's really hard to define his style of music. If you say his music is jazz, well, it's also very classical. But if you say his music is classical, well, it's way too jazz to be classical. And when I was little, I was still in boarding school in China, and one of my boarding school teacher who was taking care of all the kids who lived in the dorm told us a bedtime story just to be fun. And he said, "Oh no, there's a composer in America called George Gershwin. He's really famous. He wrote all these Rhapsody in Blue and everything, and he got big name out. And he's very famous. But he felt so insecure. He wanted to be recognized by the so-called real Western classical music world. And so he decided to visit one of the greatest composers of that time, Ravel, and in Paris. And that's also where it inspired him to write An American in Paris. And so he went to Paris and he said, "Hey, Ravel, you're the greatest composer of all time. And can you teach me how to write music?" And Ravel said, "Oh, how much do you make for each song that you write in the United States?" And he said, "Oh, I make this much of money." And Ravel said, "Maybe you should teach me how to write music." I mean, of course, that's a joke. What Ravel really did is that he did not want to interfere with George Gershwin's raw talent, because he did not want Gershwin to be another Ravel. And he saw the talent in Gershwin being himself. And so George Gershwin wrote a lot of jazz art songs with his brother, Earl Gershwin, who wrote the lyrics. And these are piano transcriptions of these art songs. And the person who did the piano transcription's name is Earl Wild. He's an American pianist, virtuoso pianist, and composer. And as a composer, he's famous for taking a famous tune, like a symphony, like an art song, and turn it into a piano transcription and make it super, super hard. Like a show-off type of hard, like only he can play it type of hard. And when I listened to this set, it's called Virtuoso Etude, I thought, okay, it's not as bad as all the other songs. I think I just can learn it quickly and prepare for one of my final jury exams. And when I look at the music, I was like, wow, how did he do this? He wrote millions of notes, and when you listen to it, you don't hear all the notes, you just hear the melody. It's very lyrical, it's very beautiful. It doesn't doesn't sound like show off at all. And I think that's also what's special about this set. It's very hard, very technical demanding, but it doesn't feel like a show-off type of virtuoso etude song. It still kept the essence of each of these art songs. So the first song is Embraceable You. I'm sure many of you have heard all these songs. And it's a love song, it's a ballad. So it's warm and it's beautiful, expressing, oh, I love you, embraceable you. And it's a very, very popular song by Gershwin. The second song is called I Got Rhythm. This one is different, it's fast. And it's a little edgy and a little weird, and it's very different. And it's jumping all over the place. And I will also be using my forearm to play piano. That's when I said it's a little weird. And the third song is another slow song. It's a love song. It's called The Man I Love. And what's different between The Man I Love and Embraceable You is that although they're both ballad, beautiful lyrical songs, and it's all about love, in the lyrics of The Man I Love, it's describing, oh, this man of my dreams, so perfect, and blah, blah, blah. And then in the lyric, it also says, one day he will come, the man I love. Oh, this perfect man is not here yet. It's in her imagination. So it's beautiful, but also has that type of a little longing sense in it. The last song is Fascinating Rhythm. This was actually the song when Ravel visited New York City. He went to see a show called Funny Face by Gershwin, and that song was in it. And when Ravel heard it, it's like, oh, according to his word, Ravel's word, I am enchanted. And he said, I would love to meet this young guy. So that's when they started to have this relationship. And it's a fast song, Fascinating Rhythm. And this is the type of song that I imagine would happen in movies like The Great Gatsby, where it's golden age and people are all dressed up with curly hair and wear shiny things, and they start to dance and party and happy and all together. So here are 4 art songs by George Gershwin, piano transcription by Earl Wild. Thank you. And I hope you enjoy this format of piano recital. And sorry about the scenery and everything. It's so cold here. After 10 years in Los Angeles, although I went to school in Rochester, New York, I don't think my body knows how to adjust to temperature like this. And I have to bring my ski outfit here too for the weather. But yeah, thank you so much for coming, and I had fun. I hope you had fun too.
Thank you.